Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. If you're a modern Chinese drama lover, 2026 is about to be your year. From youth romances and workplace love stories to psychological thrillers, mystery cases, and emotionally rich slice-of-life dramas, next year's modern cdrama lineup is packed with stories that promise tears, healing, and unforgettable characters. Today, we're diving into the most anticipated modern Chinese dramas airing in 2026, blending romance, youth, mystery, and real-life struggles, along with popular stars and rising talents. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Let's get started. At number 1 is Dazzling, starring Guan Xiao Tong as the once brilliant Qing Yi and Li Yunrui as Xing Wu, a young man drifting through life. This youth romance unfolds after Qing Ye's family is suddenly struck by misfortune, forcing her to leave the bustling capital and move to a remote county town. Once shining like a meteor, she now finds herself living in a dull, lifeless place where nothing seems to move forward. There, she meets Xing Wu, a boy stuck in his own world, hiding behind video games and avoiding reality. The two end up sharing a small room divided only by a thin curtain, living like strangers from completely different realms. While Qing Yi studies desperately for a future beyond this town, Xing Wu remains trapped in the present. At first, Qing Yi is certain she won't stay for anyone. But as their lives intertwine, she makes a firm decision, not only to change her own fate, but to pull Xing Wu onto a different path as well. This coming-of-age youth drama blends quiet romance, emotional healing, and personal growth. Rumored to air around May 2026. At number 2 is Drama Missy, starring Wu Xianyi as Yi Xingxing and Zhai Xiaowen as the sharp and unpredictable Sui. By day, Yi Xingxing is an unnoticed theater worker buried behind the scenes. By night, she is forced to step into the glamorous life of top star Xian Ling, living under someone else's spotlight. Blending romantic comedy with light fantasy elements, this story explores identity, illusion, and emotional confusion. As Yi Xingxing struggles to balance her double life, her relationship with Sui pulls her deeper into a dangerous emotional game where scripted roles collapse and genuine feelings emerge. As reality and performance blur, both characters must decide whether love can survive behind the masks they wear. Confirmed to air in the second quarter of 2026. At number 3 is The Awakening, starring Zhang Konglo as the mysterious fighter known as 47, alongside Zhou Jieqiong as Qijun. This modern fantasy adventure follows 47 after he escapes a brutal prison and arrives in Wangqing to hunt down the men who betrayed his father years ago. Along the way, he becomes entangled in old alliances, relentless pursuers, and an unexpected emotional bond with Qijun. As truth and revenge collide, the journey turns into a test of loyalty, survival, and destiny. The drama finished filming in August 2025, and while no official date is confirmed yet, there are strong rumors pointing toward a 2026 release. At number 4 is Dream, starring Liu Shi Shi as journalist Shen Lesui, with Huxian Su in a key role tied to the unfolding mystery. Years ago, Shen Lesui documented the working life of the once-proud Songjiang Brewery. Now, she returns and uncovers a chilling cold case surrounding the mysterious death of a woman named Liu Shi Shi. What seems like a forgotten past slowly turns into a modern crime thriller filled with serial murders, hidden motives, and long-planned revenge. Every character is connected, every truth buried deep. This suspense-heavy story blends investigative tension with psychological darkness, revealing how ambition and greed can consume generations. Filming officially wrapped in March 2025, making it highly likely to air in 2026. At number 5 is Live Up to Your Youth, starring Zhang Ruonan and Bai Yu. Set in 1990s Beijing, this youth life drama centers on a small guest house that becomes home to a group of young dreamers chasing art, passion, and survival. From struggling screenwriters and singers to actors waiting for opportunity, each character faces rejection, compromise, and fleeting triumphs. As the city moves toward a new millennium, some dreams survive, others don't, but every struggle leaves a mark. This is a realistic, nostalgic story about ambition, sacrifice, and growing up when reality refuses to be gentle. Filming wrapped in July 2025, with expectations for a 2026 release. At number 6 is Guu Finsang, starring Jing Tian as Meng Qianzi and Vin Zhang as Jiang Lian. This fantasy romance weaves together supernatural mystery and emotional tension. As the successor of the Mountain Ghosts, Meng Qianzi carries immense responsibility, and danger follows her every step. After arriving in Wuling, she becomes entangled in strange visions, ancient secrets, walking corpses, and a land that seems determined to reject her presence. Jiang Lian's connection to these events only deepens the mystery. Blending romance with supernatural adventure, this drama leans heavily into atmosphere and legend. Expected to air in late 2026. At number 7 is Are My Fateful Love, starring Miles Wei as Su Huaisong and Zheng Hihuizi as Ruanyu. At 28, Ruanyu quits her stable job to pursue writing, only to be accused of plagiarism. Determined to defend herself, she reunites with an intellectual property lawyer who turns out to be her high school crush and the inspiration behind her novel's male lead. As unresolved feelings resurface, this mature modern romance explores second chances, pride, and emotional honesty. Expected to air in early 2026, with strong rumors pointing to April. At number 8 is Neverending Summer, starring Daniel Zhou and Bao Shang-en. This youth romance begins with an intense summer after high school, where top student Guan and rebellious Liu Shi Shi fall deeply in love. But misunderstandings tear them apart before adulthood truly begins. Years later, fate reunites them in the workplace, forcing them to confront unresolved pain and a mysterious factory accident that connects their past and present. Spanning a decade, this drama blends youthful passion with mature regret. Rumored to air in June 2026. At number 9 is Genius Girlfriend, starring Hu Yitian as Zhang Yubai and Tian Shiwei as Lin Jixia. Lin Jixia is a mathematical genius, but painfully socially awkward. After entering an elite high school, she meets Zhang Yubai, popular, charismatic, and emotionally intelligent. What starts as academic competition evolves into quiet companionship, emotional dependence, and unspoken love. This campus youth romance focuses on growth, mistiming, and the courage it takes to confess. Expected to air in late 2026. At number 10 is Control Plus Alt Plus Life, starring Zhang Kong Le and Joseph Sung. A near-retired esports superstar and a talented high school student accidentally swap souls, granting each a taste of the life they've always dreamed of. Blending youth passion, gaming culture, and supernatural elements, the story explores regret, ambition, and second chances, as both characters must survive each other's realities. Filming has already wrapped, and it is expected to air in mid or late 2026. At number 11 is When I Meet the Moon, starring Lin Yi and Liu Shi. Shy and socially anxious Yun Li enrolls in graduate school to prove her independence, only to reunite with her high school crush. This gentle romance focuses on emotional growth, separation, and reunion, as the two face past trauma before finding their way back to each other. Expected to air in the first half of 2026. At number 12 is Love Story in the 1970s, starring Arthur Chun and Sun Qian. Set in the 1970s, this life romance follows a hardworking factory worker who dreams of changing her fate through education. A fake marriage born from necessity slowly turns into genuine companionship. This warm, slice-of-life story highlights perseverance, hardship, and quiet love. Rumored to air in mid-February 2026. At number 13 is Xiao Fong Chu Ja, starring Xian Yunlai and Wang Yinglu. As Spring Festival approaches, a woman returns to her rural hometown to help resolve a family crisis involving an unexpected pregnancy, broken engagement, and mounting village gossip. Blending psychological tension with emotional realism, this drama focuses on family pressure and rural life. Filming ended in September 2025, with expectations for an early 2026 release. At number 14 is About Love. Starring Wang Ziwen and Liu Yuning, a cautious woman unexpectedly finds herself pulled into a complicated relationship filled with emotional conflict, unrequited feelings, and love triangles. This romance drama explores the gray areas of love rather than idealized relationships. Rumored to broadcast in March 2026. At number 15 is Light to the Night. Starring Dylan Wang and Pan Yuming. A father and daughter vanish mysteriously in 1997. Years later, two unconventional detectives reopen the case, uncovering truths that reshape their own lives. Told across multiple timelines, this modern mystery focuses on psychological suspense and buried guilt. Rumored to air in April 2026. At number 16 is Dream of Golden Years. Starring Zhou Yi and Zhai Xiaowan. Set in 1983, this fantasy-tinged business drama follows a modern woman who travels back in time and fights her way through the male-dominated business world using intelligence and resilience. Confirmed to broadcast in February 2026. At number 17 is The Lament of Autumn. Starring Ryan Chung and Su Ruohan. Set in the Republican era, this romantic historical drama begins with a wrongful accusation during an attempted assassination, pulling a poor student and a wealthy young master into a dangerous relationship filled with secrets. Rumored to air in late 2026. From youthful first loves and workplace reunions to dark mysteries and nostalgic life stories, 2020 SIX's modern Chinese dramas promise emotion, depth, and unforgettable storytelling. Which of these dramas are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest C-drama updates. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.